big change in the monetary system. And since then, we've had chaos and debt and that sort of thing.
We've been living in a Keynesian fantasy for decades. We've been approaching the climax of it since about the year 2000, where large bubbles were blown and governments responded with printing up hundreds of billions and now trillions and multi-trillions of dollars to keep the ball rolling.
We have a period of rising inflation and rising interest rates. And these cycles, they tend to last 20 to 25 years.
While we all would love to live in a world where price discovery was natural, where we had free markets and we had natural price discovery, we don't. We live in a world of central banks. We live in a world of that's highly politicized. And so we don't have price discovery per se.
And they want to leave Canada, they want to leave the US, and they think that Shangri-La exists out there. And they're looking at things with COVID, and they just think that, there's this one magical place in the world that the government really had everybody's best interests at heart.
I try to tell people that they should invest. And I've been investing accordingly because I think some things have happened, but that's not my first goal. My first goal is investing in the cause of liberty because it's the lack of confidence of liberty.
But that's okay. We can still talk. There's still plenty to say.
The way they're trying to run an industrial civilization on wind and solar is completely and totally insane and uneconomic, and it's going to wind up in a financial and economic catastrophe if they keep building these things, especially in places like Germany, for God's sake, where they're trying to do.
I think one day most countries have introduced sooner or later capital controls, especially in a war scenario. But who knows? But that's why I said, when you asked me about investments, I said diversify and diversify geographically.
They cannot maintain their standard of living, which is why they want to tax you on your carbon usage. This is the fundamental thing. So of course, they want us to go to war on their behalf with the Russians, because who's weakened by the war? We are, the United States. We're turned into the illegal military, cultural clown show, political clown show that you're seeing on your Twitter feed every day. This is an operation, folks, but that operation ends at 7% interest rates.
No one's going to remember that little detail, but I got it. So
you've got it all dated as well.
I got it all dated. I put it all together. So these things are going to be forever now. That's little details that they would hope we would forget about. Well, Old Woods is a fanatic who writes about this every day. So, not so fast.
People are going to get poorer. There's going to be more unemployment. There's going to be more inflation. And there's going to be more wars because the war is designed to distract the people from what's going on at home. Besides, once the people get into a war, then there's a lot of patriotic fervor and a desire to help out. So I'm afraid that will be what will happen in the next few years.